computer. Okay, so first and foremost, I wanted to start with Sharmalee's questions because that's why we originally came on the Zoom, and I wanted to see what questions Sharmalee had, and Sophia as well, and Sarah, of course, you too.
Okay, so I have my questions jotted down somewhere, but my most important question today is going to be about mentorship. How exactly do I get a mentor assigned to me, and what will that look like?
Yeah, so the company is going to assign a mentor to you because when you filled out your application to on board, you probably put that you had 3 or less transactions, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the company is going to assign a mentor to you that is local to you. Okay, and then they're going to end up reaching out to you, and you'll get an email of who that person is, etc. And then you'll start working with them as a mentor. I'm your sponsor. I'm like an additional coach. I'm like the mentor number 2, right? The extra guy. And that's just how I work. Some people come into this business, and depending on who they come in the business with, their sponsor doesn't do stuff like this. They just turn them straight over to EXP. Hey, go for it. You're in a company now, just like I am. So, but I try to add that extra value. Okay. Main thing I want to say for everyone on the call, the Facebook Messenger group, stay tapped into that group. Stay tapped in. A lot of trainings get dropped there. Training schedules get dropped there. Of course, we have our training that is, the EXP training calendar. But remember, we have trainings and, meetings outside of the EXP calendar that's specific to just us, not everyone in EXP. So stay tapped into that group. The more tapped into what we're doing, is the more it's going to benefit you. Any other questions, Sharmalee?
Not off the top of my head right now, but I'll definitely circle back with some more questions, because I do have some more, but I can't think of them right now.
Okay, and look, when we have questions, drop the questions in the group, because if you have that question, most likely someone else has that same question, and that way everybody can kind of feed off of each other. So don't feel like, hey, I got to schedule like a specific time, or I got to text Aziz separately or whatever, right? Like, you're really doing the group, the team, a benefit if it's something that you can drop in a group. Some stuff you may not want to drop in a group, but I would say for everyone to try to direct their questions to where everyone can benefit from it. Okay. Sarah, I'll skip to Sophia. Sophia, any questions just off the top of your head that you wanted to ask? We're still with the Sophia. If you're talking, you're muted. I can't hear you. Okay. Maybe Sophia had to take a phone call. Sarah, any questions that you have?
I kind of touch on what you said. I honestly, Aziz could tell you, I utilize him a lot. Any little question that I need answer, he's always a call away, a text away. So definitely tap in and contact him. Honestly, the trainings that he do drop in the group is also awesome. I've been on them. They're very helpful in the process. So just utilize that. They also drop a lot of gems. Brian, you'll see Brian drop some stuff in the chat. You'll see Aziz is always dropping, gems and stuff. So utilize that as well.
Absolutely. And look, if anyone doesn't know who Brian Cohen is the original co-founder of EXP. He's in our group chat. Like, that's the connection that we have. Like, when he drops something, I'm listening to it. I'm paying attention to it. This dude is where I want to be in life. I'm going to listen and take heed to what he says. And I'm just going to duplicate. I'm not going to try to do things differently. I'm just going to duplicate what he did. He already has paved the way. I just got to follow in the foot tracks. So I see Sophia is back. Sophia, any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. I had my phone in my pocket, my Wi-Fi. I separated from my Wi-Fi, but I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay. So, and then definitely look, if you ever get to that point where you have that question, you like, it's not a question necessarily that you can just drop in the group. It's a, hey, Aziz, I'm getting discouraged. I don't know what to do. What am I doing wrong? Right? That's, hit me up. We need to have that conversation because it happens. It happens, some people can just push through that, but some people needs that reassurance, that encouragement, a breakdown of what they're doing to see if they're doing it correctly. Where can improvements be made? Call me, let's have that conversation. Let's break some things down. At the end of the day, my success is built off hard work. I mean, I go hard. I'm on Zooms all day. I'm talking to clients all day. I'm talking to agents all day. Like literally I stack my day, with work, and I know sometimes, a lot of times as women, you got the responsibilities of the household and etc. Right? Understandable. You got to do that stuff. And, at a point though, you got to say, okay, I still have to work my business though. I still have to do that. And you have to decide, okay, at what time frame you're going to set aside and work in your business per day. So that's going to be something that's very important. I encourage all of you, and listen to this part right here. If you're not already doing this, I encourage all of you, and don't just hear this one ear and out the other. Make a schedule. Make a schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, Saturday and Sunday too, right? Make a schedule of what your day looks like. Don't schedule your business around your day. Schedule your day around your business, right? You gotta get some productive work in for your business. And once you got that schedule, you got to stick with it. If life happens and it pulls you away from the 7 o'clock hour and you can't do those things in the 7 o'clock hour, okay, don't worry about it. What's on my schedule to do at the 8 o'clock hour, right? Or the 5, whatever, right? Life is just going to happen, but don't try to worry about going backwards. Just stick in your schedule, lock in, and do the production activities for that time frame, right? Eventually your day will start to get so packed where, the production activities, it may start to slide away because now you're just out with clients and you're getting referral business and it starts to breathe and take on a life of its own. But in the beginning of growing your business, it's all heavily prospecting, lead generation, right? Talking to as many people as possible. As far as just building up your business on the agent growth side, if you're looking at building a team here, it's talking with your agents, dropping information for them, making sure they're good, doing, meetings like this, or at least inviting them to come join the meetings like this, right? Leadership, the meeting leadership on every Monday. I want everybody to be there. Like that's such an important meeting. But I look at the call and it's 3,000 agents just in Brian's organization, us total, and you probably got like 20 people in the room. That's a call that I think we should all be on every Monday. And I'll be dropping that in the group. It's so important to be engaged and be locked in. Okay. So any questions or anything that or comments or feedback or anything that I just mentioned so far?
Yeah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, for a new agent, right? When it's time to start doing lead generating, do you suggest going to the MLS and calling, like looking up the expired leads? Is that is that what you would recommend for a new agent? Or is it another way you would go about it?
So I would not recommend that for two reasons. One, it's against the MLS regulations and rules, and you can get in trouble for that. Look, how do I know? Because I did it. Look, a lot of stuff that I tell y'all is not because somebody told me, because I actually made the mistake myself. And I was actually doing that. I was calling expires and stuff like that. And, I almost got in trouble for doing it. But the other part of that is that those expired leads, they'll expire, but maybe just the listing expired. They actually just renewed the contract with the current realtor. You see what I'm saying? So you might be calling stuff that's under contract, even though it's an expired. When you go look at the listings active, it's actually active. And a lot of times on the MLS, realtors do not put down the customers, the seller's phone number. They'll put their own phone number in the section with where it says customer. They'll actually put their phone number. Right. So no, you don't want to go about it that way. There is ways of lead generation to get for sale by owners, etc. You could go to something like I think Zillow might still be doing the make me move thing, or for sale by owners. Let's see if Zillow is still doing. Can y'all see my screen? Zillow make me move. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if they still do that. All right, so make me move Zillow. These are people that are for sale, but they're not doing that anymore. Skip the hassle, sell Zillow offers, find Zillow agent, and sell with Zillow offers. So they're doing something else, but they got like some other for sale by owner websites and stuff. What's another one that I don't really use these anymore, but I think it was SFBO, for sale by owner, for salebyowner.com. Right, and you can go and find people here. So they got a couple. There's another one so this is FSBO, and then I think they got another one for sale by owner, like the whole word is typed out. Yeah, for sale by owner right here, and then you can find contact info for people, and set up some appointments with them to try to list their home. What's the best way to get into these homes? If you call me, you telling me that you're a realtor and you're looking to, talk to them about, helping them sell, and I could sell your house quicker than you could, and you can make more money because you're, the average realtor, average home sale by for sale by owner is sold at, 20% less than what they could have made, etc. They're leaving money on the table. They're just going to shut you down. They get a lot of those calls. The best thing you can do is try to just build a relationship with them. I would say something like, hey, how you doing? I see you got your home for sale. I'm a listing agent in the area. I have a buyer that is relocating from out of town. Definitely would like to come see the house. Kind of get an insight on what it looks like, feels like, and if possible, I'll take a few pictures. If not, at least I could just give the feedback to my client, wondering when I could come over and check it out. Right. And I mean, what are they going to say? Like, are they going to say like, no, you can't come over here unless you bring a buyer with you? Unfortunately, sir, ma'am, my buyer is relocating from out of town. Right. They're not here. Right. I'm literally going to have to and then if they say, if you got to fight them that hard, like they're just not interested. Like if you're selling by owner, you should still at least want realtors to see your house. But they're not, they don't know that. They don't understand we are the marketing a lot of times for their homes getting sold. So they don't understand that. So they might put up some rejections, some objections. So, that's a good way to kind of get into the house. When you get into the house, you want to say, hey, nice to meet you, or hand them your business card, right? Hey, you want to take me for a tour around the house, right? You prefer that they take you for a tour around the house versus they say, no, just go ahead. You prefer they take you on a tour because that's time that you can build rapport. You want to ask about the house. You know, how long you been here, right? Did your kids grow up here? When are you planning on? What's the plan after this? You going somewhere sunny? you want to build that rapport. You want to compliment the things that you like about the house, etc., the neighborhood, right, etc. Tell them they're such a nice person, blah, 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 and how have things been going? And, like you want to talk about those things. You may even want to come with, I would always come with the comps. I would always come with the comps and know what the property is worth. And maybe even leave them the comps, right? So they can see what the house is worth and just say, okay, well, here's the asking, you got the asking price here. I actually feel like it's priced a bit high, or I actually feel like, it's priced right, or I actually feel like you're priced a bit low. And I think you could get, potentially more for the home. Now, I'm gonna tell my buyers have seen, what you're paying for it, and that's where they want to be. But, my goal is just to help people, right? At the end of the day. So it's like you're there for the client, but you don't even know if the client really wants to buy that house. So you're kind of there for them too. Even bringing them a sheet of for sale by owner tips. You can find all type of tips online for sale by owner. Just drop that. Has anybody ever given you a for sale by owner tips, right? You're trying to like help them to sell the house by themselves. And they're like, man, you brought me comps. You brought me, for sale by owner tips. You pointed out little things that I could do in the house to make it better. And you're like, why would I want to do that and help them to sell their own house? Because 90% of the times they don't sell their own house, they end up going to get a realtor anyway, right? So you want to connect with them. You want to, maybe get their Facebook page so they can get on your Facebook page so they can start seeing you more if they use social media, or get their LinkedIn page or connect with each other on Instagram, right? And now you want to just drip on them. Hey, just checking in on you. You know what? The house was not the fit for my buyers. But so I just wanted to let you know that, and because I know I came there and we spoke. Like, nobody's doing that. Nobody's calling them back to give them an update on the process. They're actually waiting on an update and hoping they get an update and trying to hear something, because they're thinking, oh, this realtor just came to my house and hopefully they got somebody, right? So hey, it wasn't a fit for them. They decided they're going to keep looking. Wanted to see if there was any other questions or anything that I could answer, right, for you, help you with the process. What how did you take care of the thing that we saw, the hole in the wall or whatever, right? Maybe even you got a contractor, someone that I know a guy, right? Go there to serve. Hey, I know somebody that could actually, and I want to help you to, man, Sophia, man, Shauna Lee, man, Sarah, you've been so helpful to me, right? And I want to get this thing sold, and I know, like, and I trust you now, right? Send them a postcard or follow up or whatever, right? That's how sellers are different from buyers. Buyers want to buy. Sellers are different. You gotta, like, kind of show them, especially for sell by owners, you got to show them that you got the best interest at heart for them. Okay. So does that make sense with prospecting for sellers? Sophia?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. And then, so that's one way to prospect, to get into like the for sale by owner stuff, right? Have you all scrolled up in the group chat? So it's the group chat. Think about it. It's been messages in the group chat before you even came in, right? So you want to scroll up and see what else is in the group chat. So let's scroll up a bit. Okay. Because I'll drop videos and stuff too, but I dropped the lead generation. Let's see. I drop motivational stuff and stuff like that, but okay, lead generation platforms. Okay, anybody ever heard of ObCity? Okay, nobody heard of ObCity. Okay, so ObCity.
Yes, I did go for ObCity before.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I know, Sarah. I know, you know what? I know you did say that you used it before. So ObCity gives you leads. They come through your phone. They bling, bling, bling. You got to be the first to answer it. right? Sometimes the blinging might make you crazy, but if you're not going to be available, it's very important to turn your Opcity leads off. Because if you don't turn them off, they'll be like, hey, we're sending you leads. You're not responding to them. We're going to stop sending you as many leads, and then they're going to send you any, right? So it's important to turn your Opcity off. But if you want to use Opcity, they give you the leads. After you close the deal, you have to pay Opcity 30%. Okay. Now people are like, man, 30%, that's a lot of money. And I got to pay my company split. Who cares, y'all? Who cares? Because this is how the business works. When you close one deal with somebody, they're going to refer you to somebody else. You got to start building that referral business, right? So Opcity will give you a lead, but doesn't mean they're taking 30% off of every deal that's referred after that. You gotta start building your name in the business, and you need leads, right? So
You pay them 30% of, sorry to cut you, I thought you were finished with these. You pay them 30% of your 80% or 30% total purchase price.
30% from your commission check. Okay, so 30%, and then EXP is doing 20%, so you like 50%, right? Now I know it's going to be a little bit more for you, because you got a trainer, so there's a 60-40 split right there. So it's going to be like, you know what, I got to do a 60-40 or whatever. But remember, that's only for 3 deals when you go into the mentorship. So that's only for 3 deals. Get the 3 deals knocked out the way.
You went out, Aziz. Say it again for me, please.
I said, I know that it's going to be a little more for you because than the 80-20, because you have to do the mentorship program, right? So your first 3 deals is 60-40 for the mentorship program, because you're going to have a mentor personally for you.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you might be like, okay, I'm doing 60-40, right? I'm getting 60, but then I'm doing 30 to Opcity. So yeah, it gets kind of expensive. But why not wouldn't that be great if you could just knock your first 3 deals out, since you got to do it through mentorship anyway with Opcity leads, and just get those out the way, right? Because you don't want, like, a big deal to come along that you know what I'm saying, that you really like went out and prospected for, and now you got to give up, money for that. Knock them out. Knock them out. This is to build the foundation, right? I use these leads. So if you want to enroll for Opcity, you have to send an email to your managing broker to ask to be enrolled for Opcity. Okay, that's the only one you do it like that for, is Opcity. For the rest of these, Redfin, because Redfin allows. So Sarah, you may be able to get Redfin. Redfin wants you to close a certain amount of deals. So some of you may not be able to get Redfin, but Redfin is the same way. They send you leads. List with Cleaver. List with Cleaver is for seller leads. Okay. Again, it's not a great commission check, but they're sending you leads, and you're really like trying to build a name so that you can start getting referral business. It's not that all your deals are going to be from these lead generation platforms. You're still going to go out there and find your own deals, but you want to have something to fill the gaps, right? While I'm looking, at least I got something coming in. At the end of the day, you got to make some money, right? And you got to build a business off word of mouth. See, you can pay for leads, you can do lead generation platforms like this, etc. But eventually, you're going to go from paying for a lot of leads to having no referral business, to not paying for any leads and working strictly off all referral business, right? But you got to get started in order to do that.
Is there a fee for, I'm sorry, is there a fee for the rest of them, like Redfin, List with Cleaver?
All of them. They're not going to give you nothing for free. They not out there. They are not out there fishing for leads for you just to give them away and say, go for it. Hope it works. Congratulations. You just made a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 check. No, right. They're in the business to make money. Yep. So List with Cleaver, Effective Agents is another one. They do buyer and seller leads to you. And then Home Light is another one. I haven't used them before. I just found that one. Now with these though, if they approve you, then you have to get, once they send you the contract, before you sign that contract and send it back to them, you got to send it to your managing broker for approval. They need to look through it. They need to approve it or say yes, or they say no. And if they say yes, or if they say yes, then you fill it all out and you send it back to Redfin, List with Cleaver, Effective Agents, Home Light. Okay, make sense?
Aziz, after the call, or whenever you get some time, of course, would you mind sending a list of these as well, please?
That is right here. So I don't know if you're looking at my screen, but so I'm in the group chat. Okay.
Okay.
I'm in the group chat, the EXP team group chat. All you got to do is just scroll up, right? It's right there.
Okay, I will.
And actually, I have the links. I have the links to these, but they're further up in the chat. But you can always just Google them and find it. So Redfin has two type of agents. Redfin has a associate broker agent that they actually work with Redfin. It's like an Uber. You have to be with Redfin to do that. You know, you get paid like $30 if you go to a showing, $50 if you go to a appraisal. Like that's how Redfin works. And it's like an Uber app, but you got to be a Redfin. So I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the Redfin referral partner, right? That's the one where they send you the leads. Okay. So yeah, if you can Google them or you can scroll up, but this is something that I would say all agents, like if it takes you a week to get all of this straight with the leads, I would do it. I would do it because you're working a 9-to-5 job, some of us, right? And you know, it's hard to prospect. You kind of need someone to prospect for you. Okay, now you could pay on the back end with one of these companies, or you could pay on the front end, you know, with like a Zillow or something like that. They get real expensive. And if you can't answer the phone and you paying for those leads, it's gonna be money down the drain. And right now, the Zillow leads is not even the best because there's so much competition in the market that I wouldn't even recommend them right now, to be honest. You can still close some deals, I'm sure, but not like it used to be. So I would go with one of these or all of these if I can. Okay. All right. So, you know, I got some logos and stuff in here, you know, of course, some videos. Let's see if I dropped anything else. And look, oh, I want to show y'all this. Those videos that I dropped on YouTube that I did, like, you know, getting started one-on-one and the MLS tricks and tips, watch them because they're just trainings just like this where I'm providing valuable information. Some of the stuff is going to be repeat, and then some of the stuff is going to be new stuff that you haven't heard before. So here we go. Getting started, Realtors 101. This was another training that we did. And then right underneath that, you know, and then the Brent Grove videos on how to attract, that's good too. You know, MLS and CMA tips and tricks, little things that I learned about the MLS system and the CMA system. And I know it's gonna be different for every MLS, but you might notice it within your MLS too. And just know that the MLS is not always the most useful tool to use, because I know here in Illinois, it's a bit prehistoric, right? And you kind of got to like play with the system, and at least watching this will give you that frame of mind. Okay, you know, maybe I have to do this within my MLS as well. Another thing that I want to say, your MLS, your CMA, right? That's within the MLS. There are videos, there are training videos there to watch. Watch them. Like I watch those videos. Like, how do I know the stuff that I know? It's not because somebody came and told me. Like, I never had nobody telling me stuff like this or putting me on a Zoom and breaking stuff down for me. I literally had to research and watch the videos. And nobody gave me this list of lead generation platforms. I had to go find that list. I had to go find them and create. Like I'm creating stuff and just like giving it to y'all, but it might have took me a month, 2 months, half a year to like put 2 and 2 together, right? So definitely watch those training videos because they will come in handy, and we tend to want to skip that stuff, but you know, and say, hey, I need the answer to this. Watch the video, because even me giving my thoughts or opinions on how it works, you might as well get it from the horse's mouth too. And then maybe I fill in some gaps that I learned, but always get it from the horse's mouth. So when we talk about, and look, I'm just gonna be talking, y'all. So if you got something you want to say, just unmute and stop me and just say it and just butt in, right? Because I'm just gonna go. Okay. So I want to get into your KV core. Utilize your KV core. Utilize your KV core. Utilize your KV core. Utilize your KV core. Your KV core system is basically going to help you to prospect when you don't have the time to prospect, right? How do you utilize your KV core, right? Your KV core is connected. For one, you can manually input customers. You can manually put their information here. I got almost 10,000 people in my database, okay? I built it up over time. You can collect numbers from, like, if you did, here's another paid, if you wanted to get numbers, phone numbers, and I got this in a group too. This is like paid. RedX, for sale by owners, RedX. So RedX, you see they talking about Lion Desk versus RedX. They got another one called voice something. I put it in the group too. But RedX, right? You can actually pay for phone numbers from expireds, from for sale by owners, right? And you know, some of the data will be good and some of it won't, right? But this is another way if you wanted to, you know, expireds, geo leads, for sale by owners, for rent by owner, pre-foreclosure. You can, you know, it'll put together a list of who they think that fits that category. But when you get that list, you can dump that list into your KV core, right? This is going to be for cold calling. Do I particularly like cold calling? No. Do some people really thrive at cold calling? Yes, they do. But cold calling is just that. It's cold calling, right? It's cold, right? I like to connect with people through social media. And then I like to jump in the inbox. I like to like their posts. I like to comment on their posts. I like to see, you know, if they have a need and I can provide value. I like to do a selfie video of myself saying, hey, my name is Sharma Lee. Hey, my name is Sophia. Hey, my name is Sarah. You know, I'm the local real estate agent, you know, here, and I'm helping buyers and sellers, you know, to build their portfolio of properties, right? Or help to, however you want to say it. Right? But do something outside of the box for them to get to know, like, and trust you, right? Drop content on them. See, you're weeding through, seeing who, right? Now, how do you weed through? Maybe if you're going after buyers, you're like, what does a first-time buyer look like? What does a first-time buyer look like on my page, right? Or on social media? Are they a part of a group, right? People that want to, you know, repair their credit. Eventually, they're going to want to buy a home, most likely. Right? Like individuals that, you know, maybe like 22, 23 years old, 25 years old, getting ready to buy their first property. You know, they haven't really bought yet at that age. They're a younger age. I bought my first property at 23. So you got people that are getting into that phase of starting to buy. Second-time buyers are going to be harder. Third-time buyers are going to be a little harder, because they probably already have a realtor. They know someone that's a realtor. They've got friends of friends of friends, etc. First-time buyers are the most, is the highest number of buyers in the market right now. And you want to find the first-time buyers. What do they look like? Where do they live? Am I prospecting areas that, or people that live in apartments? that eventually are going to want to buy. They may be wanting to buy right now. They may be wanting to buy and not even know that they can buy with a 580 credit score, right? And Sharmalee and Sophia, if you need a good lender, let me know, because I also work on the lending side as a business development coach for Cross Country Mortgage, so I can connect you there with my team of lenders as well. But you can buy with a 580 credit score. A lot of people don't know that, right? So if you can educate them and say, hey, I think you're ready right now. Now you can convert them over to, right? And what will happen is the more people you talk to, the more people they're going to talk to about you. They might not be able to buy right now, but they got a cousin, they got a friend, they got a sister, their mom actually wants to buy, right? And that's happened to me several times. And then I end up getting a buyer lead or a seller lead through someone. Not them, it wasn't them. I was going after them, but I end up getting someone else going through them. Okay. Let's see. We got about another 10 minutes. I want to jump into enterprise, right? If you haven't logged into your enterprise, log into your enterprise. Make sure you set up your KV core. Make sure you set up your website, which is connected to your KV core, right? Oh, I want to go real quick over here. Let's see. We had, okay, this is workplace. Now, I won't go here right now. Okay, you want to go to your EXP Enterprise. This is your hub, right? This is where you can get to everything that you need. Click around, play around with these, see what they are, right? There's your Sky Slope. There's your KV Core, right? Is the Making It Rain. Making It Rain is a lead generation platform that's exclusive to EXP agents. Yes, you have to pay into it. They use Google AdWords to get people to click on your website, which then captures the information and goes to KV Core. If you're thinking about some paid leads or something, think about Making It Rain, okay? But honestly, y'all, I'm starting with the free stuff first. I'm doing everything free. I'm putting my name on every website that would allow me to put my name with EXP. I'm locking in. I'm taking a full day, and I'm just anything that's free. If I can get a Google page, a Google, location, if I can get free websites, classified listings, anything that's free. Craigslist, I'm making a post. Social media, I'm doing LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I'm DMing people, I'm adding people. Somebody like my post, you can say, hey, thank you for liking my post. Were you interested in what I do, or were you just being supportive? Either way, I appreciate you, right? I'm going from my friends list from A to the letter Z on all of my platforms, and literally I'm sending them an inbox. If they're a regular person, hey, I'm sending them a video, I'm sending them some content, letting them know what I can do and how I can help. If they know anyone that needs some help, or maybe them, right? I'm sending, if it's a realtor, I'm sending them a script about EXP, right? Because I'm still building my organization as well. And I'm doing both at the same time. I already clicked on a page. I might as well send them something, right? Because I don't have time to think about, do they have a house? Do they want to buy a house? Is this agent, are they thinking about moving? Are they not thinking about moving? I don't have time to do that. It's just a numbers game, y'all. It's just a numbers game. Next. Because we got to find the people that's looking for us, the people that need us, right? If you're worried about, and sometimes the people that you least think will need you are the ones that, so I don't skip over nobody. I got something for everyone. Even if it's just hey, nice to connect with you. You never know what a person's situation is, right? But you gotta be known, you gotta be seen, you gotta be heard. In this business and in any business, right? So focus in on that calendar, come into the and set up your schedule. Come in, do all the lead generation stuff. And come back and watch this video. I'm kind of giving y'all a good order. This is your education calendar right here. Of course, click right there. That's where all the trainings, all the live trainings will be, right? And you can just put these on your schedule, right? For whatever, a well-trained agent is a well-paid agent. Remember that. A well-trained. See, it's about the training and it's about the knowledge, but it's just something about being locked in and being engaged. And it just like takes your mind in a certain direction, because when you start getting distracted from your business, you won't have a business. Results show, remember this, results show where attention goes. Wherever you put your attention, that's where you're going to see results. If we put our attention towards Netflix, oh, we can accomplish some major things. We can watch full seasons of several episodes. It'd be several different episodes. It'd be several different shows. We going at the same time. We got like 5, 6 different shows on our roster that we watch and keep it up with all of them. Because the other one don't air till next week, but this one got a new episode. Like, I don't even get down with TV like that. Right? But if you put attention towards it, man, it's gonna take you where it's gonna get you a library of good shows. And you're gonna be like a TV guy. And they come to you and say, hey, what's the good show I should watch? You should watch this one, you should watch that one, you should watch that one. But then somebody comes to your business and say, where should I buy right now? What's the average price points? Let me look it up. So check in, get into your calendar. And then I want to show y'all how to get to the pre-recorded stuff. So if did I just close something? I just closed something. That's okay. I can open it back up. So I want to open my calendar back up. And look, y'all see, I didn't open up all of this stuff. I keep this stuff open. Like, I already know, like, I got a system. I got systems for everything. So if you wanted to go to the pre-recorded stuff, right? I want to say, so then of course you got your branding and logos and stuff down there, right? Become a mentor at some point. If you wanted to become a mentor, you don't have to be. I don't want to be a mentor. I just want to be a guide, a coach. But I think it's explore guide, right? Then you go to number 7. And there's multiple ways you can get to this stuff. This is just one way. EXP is cool like that. So I go to EXP University. When I go
Can
to
you share your
EXP,
screen, Aziz?
you're not seeing my screen?
At least not me.
Nobody seeing my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, man. So I don't know.
I lied. I needed to slide. Sorry.
Okay. So let me go back then. Let me go back. I got about another 5 minutes. So we're gonna go, okay, so this is what I did. I'm on my enterprise. I scrolled down, okay? And don't worry, Sharmalee, because all of this is recorded, okay? So I went to Explore Guide. When I clicked on Explore Guide, I went over, it opened up this window, Explore Guide, scroll down to EXP University. And if we're doing these and y'all don't see my screen, please let me know right away, because that's gonna be like, man, such a waste of time right there. So look, here, look, it's another way I can get to the calendar. Actually, like, they give you several different ways because it's so much information that you could get lost. So they give you several different ways, right? So then I'll go down EXP On Demand Library, right? Click here. I click here. You would think it would take you to the library, but it doesn't. It actually takes you to your workplace, right? It actually takes you to your workplace. So then I'm going to go click right here onto EXP University. Workplace, download Workplace to your phone. Download the Workplace chat to your phone. I'm telling y'all, please do this stuff, everything that I'm saying. I click on EXP University, okay? And from EXP University, now, why is it not scrolling? Hold on, maybe I gotta, okay. All right, so now from here, on EXP University, it gives me all the pre-recorded stuff, right? It's all sectioned off. So you got EXP University Fast Start Series. You wanna check that out, right? Fast Start series on demand, watch free tutorial, Icon series, right? This is going to be advanced. Excel series, even more advanced, right? Attraction series, if you want to attract realtors to join EXP and join our organization. I never tell people my organization, it's our organization. EXP Latino, okay? EXP partners, these are the partners that I talked about that we can utilize them to like the home warranties and, utility connect and things like EXP commercial, right? So you just got a lot of training. You got scripts and tips and for sale by owner scripts, objections, KV core scripts, etc. It's a lot of resources that you have. We just have to tap into them. Okay, so that is my time. Literally have 2 minutes left, and I got to jump on another Zoom. Go through the stuff. Everything that I told you right now, from the schedule to the lead generation to setting up your KV core to digging into some of those videos, the CMAs, utilizing the pre-recorded videos, the trainings, putting the trainings, tapping into our group and the EXP team, Facebook Messenger, Monday meetings, like all of that right now is enough to keep you guys busy. Just apply it. Just start applying it one day at a time. It took me a good 2 months when I first came into business just to get my foundation right. Right. So let's focus on that foundation. Let's stay tapped in. Let's stay engaged and put that schedule together and find out when you're going to be working your business. And when you put your schedule together, call me, send it to me. Let me see what your schedule looks like. I want to see the production activities that you have in place. And if you don't know what production activities to put into place, let's talk about that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna jump off. Remember, any questions you have, you can drop in the group, or if it's like something that's not group related, then hit me one-on-one. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No
Thank
problem.
you. See y'all later.
See you later. I'll be dropping
Thank
this in the
you.
group. I'll be dropping this video in the group later today.
All right.
All right. Bye.